Popped over proper. Just need to do this. Let's see if we can get a third for today. Such a jarring art style switch as well, from having the round ball head to actually having more of a chameleon-shaped head. This is all set as it needs to already. I figured it was probably a localization change, considering the... Yeah, exactly. And I also saw that the Twitch thing had the round-headed models again, so I'm like, well, they did a thing. Classic localization. The weather's beautiful again today. Bang, 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 bang. And waiting for the tragic accident in 3... Huh? What's up? That's... Oh, incoming rabbit ass. Ah! I don't have any more on the list for today. We're probably gonna wrap up after this one's done. Because we'll probably be at 6 hours for the day at that point. And that'll be plenty for one day. Looks like you've come to another strange world. I have limbs again. Oh, we've got a umbrella backpack now. Okay, that still works, but that's now like a wall jump almost move. This jump is also very quick compared to the previous game. Okay, this is much snappier. Same targeting, spinning from before. Still have that. It's a little slower, though, which is actually a good thing. It gives you a little bit more lead time on that. I don't mind that. Long time no see. Come on in and have some fun. This time your tongue's been powered up. To practice using your tongue, play a training game. Yeah, sure, I'll play the training game this time, because I've not played this one at all. Like, I didn't even test this one. EA, yeah. Bet. Bet. Okay, just drop me instead of jumping, that's fine. Okay, you can't repeatedly do that necessarily. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? And in terms of what else I had planned, I did have like a folder full of ideas, but it would take too long to go through all of that. Those are also primarily intended for other days and other sessions anyway. Okay, it's just a little more slippery. That's what's messing with me. So I keep thinking I'll stop when I let go of the stick, and there's just a little tiny bit of extra forward left. No, Buck Bumble was not in the pool. Mostly because anytime I was looking at how long to beat, I didn't actually see it within the range I was looking at for times. Like, I think for this batch in particular, I was capping it to 5 hours of length, and I did not see Buck Bumble within that range. I don't know. It wasn't showing up. It's possible I missed it. That's never outside of the realm of possibility, but I definitely do not remember seeing it in that list. big head mode. Okay, sure. Okay, and this is a moving platform. My head is now the size of the rest of me combined, and then more. Interesting. I wonder if that actually has a benefit, or if that just is what it is. Okay, we also can find carrots. Yeah, playing things blind is always an adventure. I'll see how long to beat time of like, oh yeah, it'll only take you like an hour or two, and then it takes me like 5 or 6 hours because it just pummels me. That's the thing, is it gets weird as far as times go, because for some people something will take an hour or two, and for other people it'll take forever. Because especially if you have no idea what you're doing and what you're getting into, some things can take way longer. Okay, I just got shoved off of there and somehow threaded the needle through every platform on the way down. Incredible. That was a prime example of the thing I'm talking about, where something could end up taking longer because you just managed to magically fuck it up that badly. Joke's on you, I still got the coin. Can I just pick that up with my tongue? Yes, I can. So unlike the crowns, I can just filch those. That's gonna be great information. No? Oh, I guess this platform stops here? No, it's because I was moving. Okay. Well, this is a problem. Yeah, no, that ain't getting nobody recovered. Okay. Let's see what this one goes. I'm guessing they all go to the same place. Sort of. Yeah, they go near other things. They end up more or less at the same place. Okay. That was much sharper than I thought it was. Understood. I may as well go get that heart now, because, you know, needed a little bit more than I did a second ago. Yeah, I figured at least something in there was gonna get clipped. What? Huh. I see. I feel like I'm learning a lot here, and I'm not sure how to feel about most of it. I'm kind of surprised you didn't clip me threading the needle and falling into the void earlier. Just gonna ignore those. No. No. No passengers, aside from me. So, you know, maybe I'm not technically a passenger, since I'm the only one on here. Technically, I'm the captain of this ship right now. Oh, I probably do need to let some of them get on there, though, because it does seem like we're intended to head down. Not that far down, though. I definitely should, you know, try to get some of these hearts, perhaps. I say as I'm just missing all of them completely. Big head. I wonder if that weighs us down more. That'd honestly actually be very funny, if that worked. Anyway, goodbye. It was almost a multiple goodbye in that I fell off the cliff. There we go. No, 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 no. Not entering the spin cycle again today, sir. No, thank you. Okay, I don't need to use the post to get away from that. Okay, that was a little weird. but I just could not go up that ledge for some reason. Some strong wind. It's fucking windy. Well, good news, I found one thing down here. It's called disappointment. I find it in a lot of places. Anyway. Uh-huh. Okay. That's not where that was supposed to go. If you would please. Thank you. Not quite. Oh, and it puts me back here, huh? That's not gonna reach. God, these slippery shoes are gonna be a nightmare. That was unnecessarily close to disaster. Oh, why am I so fast? That was the opposite of a helpful upgrade. Eep, eep. Oh, turns out that slope's not so bad. I should have just went while the slope was there, because that would have actually been safer. Doesn't matter. Coming through. Huh, I can actually squeeze between those, huh? Interesting. This seems dangerous. There we go. I was waiting for the arrow to be pointing to a death pit, if I'm honest. You say to parasol, but, never did... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, never did figure out how I was supposed to do that. It was gonna be one of those buttons. You know, Rabbit, probably should have tutorialized me on that bit, huh? Oh well. I probably just missed where he tutorialized that, if I'm honest. I did the training I saw, I just didn't see him pop up anywhere else to get any other trainings. I probably just missed a prompt from him to do the other training. Oh, okay. So there's both a training minigame in there and a training in-game. Okay. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Do not want to take the magic carpet ride right now. Well, guess I'm getting nothing. Never mind. This is a surprisingly detailed carpet. Like, they really did go higher as far as detail goes on, like, everything in this one. For good and for ill. Welcome to the void. Boy. Oh, now we're here. Reminder about that discount that's on screen right now. Today is the last full day. It ends at midnight tomorrow. Oh, coming through. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Place to be, people to see. Ledges to fall off of. I really didn't think I was making that, if I'm honest. Yeah, I do pixel art. Everything you see art-wise on this stream is something I made. I do emotes, I do PNGs, I do character select screens of all things are one of the things I'm doing now. Animations, you name it, I can probably make it. Can I do this as a shortcut? The answer is yes. Giving me a slow fall was a mistake, video game. Now I will go forth and do things I shouldn't. Yeah, it's fun stuff to work with. And I am certainly always looking for more work to do. A sentence you probably wouldn't expect anyone ever to say. Let's go back that way. Considering the streams and the art are the sole vector I have to make any money, it's a whole thing. Okay, that's two that now go back to the same place. One of these will take me forward, otherwise known as the only platform that's left. Or none of them go forward. Okay, very good. Where does this one take me? You also take me over here. No, it actually does take me to the right one, and I just panicked. Well, never mind. You and me both. I cannot say that it is exactly effective, currently, to put it mildly. The stream itself is definitely much more effective at that currently. But you know, everything's a process. All things in time. Have you got used to your new body? The boss is waiting, so do your best. Yeah, you know, I kind of figured these coins were evil. They were modeled differently. No, give me that. No, not speed down. I do not wish to march in their line. No. Yep. Might be slightly faster to hop now that I've been slowed. Oh god. I was not ready for that to be the thing that happened there. Okay, this actually has a health bar. Dancing Mushroom Man. Arakashroom. Whatever you want to call him. Okay, so quantity of shots is actually going to be a benefit here. Unlike in the previous game where they only took, like, finite damage from most things. I also appreciate that this arena is pre-designed with hearts and such just in the corners, ready for you if you need them. Then again, this is boss 1. It kind of makes sense that they would kind of softball that for you a little bit. Cool is a word for it. Once again, the US get weird version problems. Next, you'll tell me working designs localize this, and then it would all make sense. There we go. I don't know if working designs was actually that active yet. I feel like that was a little after that. Working Designs is a localization company that did a lot of exactly that. They would make the US version significantly harder, usually through massively inflated health pools and big damage differences for reasons, as well as poorly rewriting scripts in a lot of cases. Like the English version of Alundra in particular suffers because of working designs. And I believe it was Lunar Silver Star Saga also had that problem. This is Carnival Land, a fun world filled with an amusement park and a circus. Your enemies might look yummy, but watch out, they're dangerous. Also, you'll need to use vertical rotation here, so it's a good idea to practice it in the training game. I'm assuming that's why there were the poles that were pointed horizontally. Yeah, is we can do this now. Oh, you have to do them together, though. Okay. So yeah, anytime you see working designs name associated with something, if you're emulating, you may want to go look for an unworked hack, because people have literally gone through and undone what working designs has done to a lot of games, specifically because they've done nothing good with most of the things they localized. I didn't have the reach on that one. It's also why in a lot of cases I would try to find like an English patched version of something instead of relying on the localizers of the time. Is the localizers of the time in like the PlayStation era and such were apparently just really not great for a lot of things. Obviously fan translations have their own issues too in a lot of cases, but they're usually a little bit more accurate. There's some variation there too, of course. So I highly recommend anyone doing anything like that, check for accuracy ahead of time before you commit. Like, see what the general people that know the game think of such things would be the wise course there. Obviously, if you're working in original hardware, you don't have that luxury. That's the joys of having options these days. And of course, you know, in that era, none of us knew any better. We just knew that certain games were just absolutely nonsensical in some ways. And most of us just assumed that was just how they were. Yeah. I need to try to just land on that post, honestly. If I land on that pole, then this is going to be going a lot smoother. Because I can't seem to land enough range to do that move properly. This is why training is important. That's more what I wanted. There we go. Need to restart that. We'll just move right along now that I know how to vertical rotate. As if, you know, it wasn't abundantly clear how that worked to begin with, getting the physics down helps. This feels like a death trap. Fun fact, that window is in fact a death trap. Apparently I'm meant to be going this way. Some of it's cool. I would not say all of my work is great. There are definitely some that don't land, but, you know, that can be said for any artist. Popcorn! Okay, all of that is just void over there. I did see the star that was above where the rabbit was, I just had no reason to really worry about getting to it. Oh, a silver heart. I'm gonna assume that's like a full heal, probably. Oh boy. We got tilting. We got tumbling. We just need Kirby now. ×2. I'm gonna assume that would, like, double anything I'm picking up. There's a coin over there, but I'm not that worried about it. Get me out of here alive. That's what I'm asking for at this point. Okay, that's just the camera moving. I thought the platform I was standing on was tipping over, and I got concerned. It's down there, but there's also over there to consider. Now, you might be thinking this was pointless, and, well, you'd be correct. Yeah, the whole goal was to go this way. I kind of figured. But as I said, it was a mistake for them to give me the power of flight. Because now I'm going to do irresponsible things with it. God dang it. I'll be able to get over there eventually. Sounds these make upsets me. Nice, I did get the one back there too. Master Marksman, at your service. I'm betting you all were expecting the immediate karma follow-up of me missing that platform as well. Because genuinely, I was fully expecting to fall off right in the middle of that sentence. Because it would have been the funniest option. Ah, that's a wall. Now, I really hope they clean this place often, because boy oh boy, sticking your tongue to all of this, that's a health hazard right there. That's just all problems waiting to happen. Wait. While we've got a relative moment of peace here, I may as well cover this. For anybody new here, I am generally covering a lot of retro games, but I do also wander off into a lot of weird indie stuff too, just as a note. Like, the upcoming stuff we're doing right now is a little bit more known quantity than I usually do. Like, we've got Dark Souls 3 still on tap every Tuesday. Monday's gonna be Final Fantasy IV, more than likely, for God knows how long, until it's done. We've got Super Battle Golf coming up on Thursday, currently. Because I got invited to a thing for that. That's assuming that actually happens, of course. There is a world in which that ends up actually getting canceled, but it's unlikely that that'll be a problem. At least I think it was Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was Thursday we were talking about. Because that's the day that the new update happens. If it's not Thursday, it's whatever day the update's happening, and I might be getting my dates wrong. One way or the other, that's a thing that's happening. And I have no idea what I'm doing otherwise. Friday and Saturday are going to happen. What they are, who knows? I may even finish the rest of what I had picked out for this Saturday. Who knows? I do have at least one thing I need to bring people together for soon, TM. Because I was given keys for something. And I obviously will not mention what that something is yet until the time comes and I have the group together for it. Because that would be revealing things too early. Yeah, of course there's a ceiling on this maze, so you can't just sneak your way through it. There's probably still a way to break this. Like, I probably could have, like, landed on the roof of this maze and just walked across. There we go. Why was there a gap over there? Well, don't need to worry about it now. We do have ads coming up very, very soon. I honestly expected to have been at the boss by now, but I'm assuming it's probably, like, right after this. Because these stages don't seem like they're super long. For all that we were told we needed vertical rotation as well, I can't help but notice we have not used it yet. So perhaps there's more left to this stage after all. There's a coin over there. Don't really see how you're supposed to get back from that coin, but, you know, it's over there. It's a thing. Boy. French fries. And now I want fries. I wouldn't even mind if they were that big. Plus or minus on them exploding, that's a little bit of an issue, but, you know. Well, that was a mistake. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Wait, that one's different. Well, you know, this counts as being on the platform, right? Okay, that was just for a coin. Ooh, that almost didn't land where I wanted it to. Still can't tell when the ads are actually happening because the game timers are both desynced so badly. I'm kind of just waiting for the other timer to activate just to be on the safe side at this point. Oh. It's gonna try to run me over. There we go. Take care, Dream. Have a good night. Sleep well. There we go. There's the train. No. I want on the train. Okay, fine. I guess I'm just following the train. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's going backwards now. Oh, no. There we go. Wait a minute. Are those silver hearts health extensions? They might be health extensions. I could have swore I was at full health. They're either full heals or health extensions. One of the two. No, they can't be health extensions because they wouldn't be giving me another one right there. So they're probably full heal. Well, you know what? This is fine. I'm just gonna follow that train. We'll just go ahead and wait over here for the ad stand. Wait, we don't need to worry about what almost happened there. Understand? Don't tell anybody. Nothing happened. Everything is fine. Prende? Look me in my good eye. I tell you to look me in both eyes, but it's kind of hard to do that. Hey. 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 Play. The other thing I may as well address is if I don't start Final Fantasy IV on Monday, we'll probably start Hades instead. Because I do still owe that as well. I was originally going to start Hades in between the Dark Souls games, but since I already started Dark Souls 3, kind of can't do that, so... That's more than likely how that's going to play out. Otherwise, we'll end up having Hades be the last thing out of the whole batch that I do. Because we are almost out of Donathon incentive stuff now. We're getting there. Because there's just Final Fantasy IV, finishing Dark Souls 3, Hades, and Little Nightmares left out of the incentives. So we're getting close. It's been a long road getting through all of those, and I do appreciate those who made that all happen. Just, whew, that definitely took longer to get through than I thought it was going to. Considering we're still not done. But I also couldn't hammer away at it like I had originally intended to. Because the original thought process there was going to be to actually, like, spend all week, every week, working on those to just power through. That got a little too much, so that's how we ended up with only 2 days a week being dedicated to that. But everybody's back from ads now, so let's make progress. What do you want? Yeah. We're almost to somewhere, presumably. I'm not sure I wanted to jump off there, but you know what? We're here now. Ah! Huh. Oh, I see. This is where the vertical rotation thing comes in. They even gave you a net for those who chose not to use the training room to figure out how this works, so you had some kind of safety to figure it out. Isn't that nice of them? Short. Oh, my tongue is now shorter. Well, that's a shame. I hit the wrong button at the wrong time! The idea was to grab the wall and pull across, but unfortunately, I hit the jump button too early, so I just dropped. There we go. That's what I was trying to do in order to recover from that situation. Burger. Consume burger. Oh, invincibility, I guess. This seems dangerous. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Well. We're gonna be in this for the long haul here, huh? I gotta wait for the other one to come around. That is some awkward spawn timing. What the? Huh. There's a little bit of weirdness to this, and I'm not the biggest fan of the weirdness to this spinning platform, if I'm honest. Though it honestly is definitely playing havoc with my impatience. It is very slow. Boat. There's health up there. Also health right here. And there's the rabbit. What do you want? Hey, did you bring 2 carrots with you? If you did, I'll show you the way to a special room. Come back when you've collected them. Yeah, I only found 1 carrot. There we go. Follow this up by grabbing the post. Better than that. Ideally. Can I just reach from here? I can. Whip. Now we're intended to go this way, but I don't think I can quite reach that. Without using the... No, technically I can. Now I'm up here. You know, not really what I planned to do, but we're here now, I guess. Well, that didn't help anything. Everything about that almost went horribly wrong. We did at least confirm there's a platform out in that direction. Oh, hi. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that was the entire purpose of that. There might be a carrot out that way, and you know, I'm just not that interested to find out at the moment. Well... Hey, guess who found a way to end up back down here anyway? Yeah, sure, that's what I wanted, game. Yep, I clearly didn't want to get up to the platform. Why would I want a thing like that? That'd be silly. I wish I could look up. Looking up would make my life so much simpler right now. There are great ideas here, and then there are aspects of this that are not quite landing. And I don't just mean my platforming. I'm gonna move the second I jump for it. Or not. I'm genuinely surprised. I fully expected to get swindled there. This seems hazardous to my health. There's a lot of silver hearts. Like, they really just don't want you dying of health damage, it seems. Which is interesting considering the rate at which they're trying to kill you. The boss looks delicious, but you can't eat him. Lots of things will come flying through the air, so be careful. See, this whole you can't eat him thing sounds like quitter talk to me. And clearly he's just not got the right attitude to achieve his dreams. Burger time. Big burger. Angry burger. I mean, if you're just gonna, like, slowly move towards me, there it is. I knew there was gonna be a catch somewhere. He was moving way too slow for that to be the whole thing. Wait, I'm invincible. Why am I worrying about dodging? Of course, the invincibility wore off the second I committed. Ah, there we go. He led his shot that time properly. Perish. So far, I would say these bosses are easier than the first games. Not that the first game's bosses were that hard either, These haven't required, like, any specific hitboxes or anything fancy. It's just hit them till the health bar is gone. Alright. We're in stage 3. As soon as this is done, we're halfway. Assuming there's not hidden stages after this. Whoop. It's cold. The ground here is slippery, so watch your step. You'll freeze if you stay out too long. The game's getting harder. If you want to practice advanced tongue techniques, play a training game. I'm probably fine. Ah, you thought I was dead. Joke's on you. I'm Fred. See, give me more platforming like this. I can do this all day. Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna just lead to pain. Oh, there's penguins down here too. You know, that makes nothing but sense. Joke's on you, though. I'm too fast. Times 2. There we go. Nothing to it. Oh, these freeze you. Okay, that's the trick. I was like, these don't seem that bad. They would just push you back, but it's because they freeze you until they bring you all the way back. Oh, I thought that was a moving platform. It's actually just this. Whee! This seems... Yep. Oh, curling stones. See, it looked like I was walking toward a target on the table, and I'm like, this is just a trap. This is not gonna be good for me. Times 3. Oh, get in the igloo. This would actually not be a bad time for speed up. Let's go! The fact that it doesn't affect your jump is very weird. Okay, those are indestructible. Okay, I no longer need the speed up game. It's okay. I think I need to defeat these guys, probably. I was realizing I couldn't just keep running. Oh, you take multiple hits. That's inconvenient. There we go. And yeah, now the wall gets out of the way. Up we go. Oh, I see. Just gotta go to the platform they want me to go to, and then it goes up. Ah! Don't go to the one they don't want me to. You will immediately be rejected. Okay, game, sure. I guess we can just make that not work. Why not? I understand that this is what they wanted me to do, but that's why I didn't want to do it that way. I don't trust the spinning when I can't see where I'm going. Makes me very nervous. Clearly, I have to do it for this. Oh, the coin is not the answer. Okay. Understood. That's what they wanted me to do. As I once again aggressively do things my way. Until the game finally has enough of my shit and tells me to stop doing that. There we go. Nice and easy. Goal! Oh boy. Welcome to the hockey dimension. Oh, I have no control of jumping anymore. Okay, understood. I must embrace my inner puck, I guess. And not the Fae. Ah! There we go. Being a fake creature would be fun, though. Oh, plus or minus some of the rules they have. Some of the rules they have make things real complicated. Whoopsie. Well. That's what I get for just going a little too fast. There we go. Nice and easy. Ooh, you nearly had me there. Penguin. Yep, I kind of figured. I was gonna say, I assume there's a platform moving around that doesn't have a penguin on it. He's just powering the ski lift. He's doing his job. Fly from A to B. Okay. Okay, climbing up there was completely unnecessary. We'll get there eventually, guys. It's going great. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Get struck by lightning. There's not even a storm. And you asked for something to go wrong, so there you go. Ah, it was so clean. The loud incorrect buzzer as I got hit was incredible. Why? Oh, you are aiming for me, you little penguin bastard. Like, at first, I could have been convinced that that wasn't targeted. After he did the, like 3 180s in a row, it became very clear that that was in fact very targeted. Oh, come on now. Tank it, let me through. Feeling the cold? Not long till you meet the boss now, brr. This was much faster. Was that just a shorter stage, or did I just get through it faster? I genuinely can't tell. Okay, Wheelie Walrus, let's go. I mean, maybe he's a narwhal? I don't know. I could see either. Oh. Oh. Of course I managed to dodge him and then I get hit landing afterwards. Oh, I did get one. This is where the ice physics are really starting to betray me. Trying to do precise dodging while also grabbing projectiles. I can't even say that this is that difficult to fight, though, considering, yet again, it's just a matter of just keep shooting him until he stops moving. And they've given me such a plethora of projectiles. I am getting whittled down. If I'm not careful, I can still lose this. Got him. He thought he had me, and then he died. Back to the Ice Age with you. Ba-ba-ba. Iceland clear. Similar amount of coins to last time, I think. Alright, on to stage 4, Great Edoland. And then just 2 more stages after that. Ninja birds. This is the Great Edo stage. It's a lot of fun. You speak kind of funny. From now on, you must use a variety of techniques or you won't make it through the following stages. You should practice in a training game. Yeah, sure. If you insist. This is where you practice what you've learned so far. Climb up to the top of this wall using your tongue. There's a number of ways you can do it. You'll have to decide the best way for yourself. But I'll give you a hint. Stick your tongue to the wall, then try to climb up. Good luck. God damn it. That delay still gets me. Every now and then. Okay, you can't stick to the outside wall. Oh no, you can. Just didn't the first time, I guess. Maybe something conflicted with it. Oh, I did all that just for a dead end, huh? Well, that's a shame. See, I thought over here was the obvious path, so I'm like, okay, the obvious path is gonna be the one with the dead end. Because that's how they do these things, usually. Lo and behold, I overthought it again. Okay, great move, me. Now what the fuck do I do? Aha! Ta-da! Your corners mean nothing to me, who can clip through things. Leave me alone. Oh, god damn it. Inches. 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 Okay, you cannot walk on that. Understood. Okay, they just spawn from the ground sometimes, I guess. Of course I jumped in the only gap I could have fallen in there. Of course I did. It was kind enough to put me up where I was going, though, so, you know, there's that. These are gonna fall. Yep. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. Remember the cardinal rule I told you all about platformers so long ago. Most things won't hurt you if you don't stop moving. Because they intend for you to be in motion, so they will punish you if you're not in motion. And then there's times where games will just punish you for existing like that. So I definitely jumped and it just went, nah, but what if you didn't though? Ooh, I wasn't sure I was landing that one. Oh, you can't springboard here. Okay. They were like, no, you have to use our gimmick. If you try to extend and up, we will just die. We're doing this bit again, huh? Okay. Except two of them going into each other this time. Hooray! Get me out of here. Oh, this is such a trap. Yep. Yep. The fact that it wasn't spinning tipped me off that there was gonna be something wrong here. I already don't like this. You see, this is focusing on something this game doesn't seem like it's doing well at, which is slopes. Yep, there we go again. That works better. Get me the hell out of here. Once again, more like that, please. I can do that. You give me rapid platforming, I can do that. I can bounce for days and live. Okay, those are bombs. Okay, good, I got him. 1 heart from that, okay, sure. Wait. Away. Not really sure how I'm still alive, but I am. Yep, that's what I figured I needed to do there. God damn it. I didn't even intend to go back the other way, for the record. That was actually the stick snapping back that did that. Platforms? Thank you. Interesting. I was wondering if they were gonna jump out at me is why I was just kind of chilling. They're not much of a threat. They only jump forwards and at an angle. They don't seem to go sideways. We're still managing to stay alive here. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted to go, as it turns out. That was almost bad. Everything is fine. Nothing here. Okay. It extended out a little bit, so I'm like, ooh, prizes? And there was nothing. Okay, gotta remember this then. Ow. Son of a whore. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Thankfully, I tanked it long enough so it didn't matter. I had most of it memorized, but I wasn't expecting when they were gonna shut the door, so I didn't get a chance to actually look at all of it. No, I'm so slow. Thankfully, these bird ninjas are just as slow as I am, so I'm going to just power walk away from you. Goodbye. Son of a bitch. I wasn't sure where they wanted me to go, so I ended up having a moment of indecision. And I'm slowed again. Great. Feels like playing crowd control without getting paid for it. Oh, there's the rabbit. Is this the end of the stage already? Oh no. Have you got any carrots? If you bring 3 with you, I'll take you to a wonderful place. Come back when you've got 3 carrots. It'll be a lot of fun. I keep ending up being 1 carrot short. So I missed a carrot somewhere, I guess. Ninja, ninja, ninja. Speed. Not gonna lie, now that I'm getting used to how this one moves, I like this one better than the first game. Because it moves a lot more consistently, and it's not as focused completely on the gimmick as far as platforming goes. And then it does things like that to me, which makes me start to question whether I want to change my mind about that statement. See, there's a lot more ways to recover in this game as well, which helps immensely. So you're not just punished for making a simple single mistake. Because every mistake I made in Chameleon Twist 1 genuinely felt like I was gonna get immediately punished for it. Okay. So, as everybody's day, not really going anywhere in time's fast anyway. Okay, I can do it that way. I keep thinking I can do another grab soon after the first one in the air like that. It just doesn't work. And I think we all know that down past the water here is death. That just seems like a given. And before short tongue happens, nope, speed up. Also not particularly helpful in this situation. There we go. You just need to get the right angle every time is the trick with that. And it's tricky to do that. Anyway, moving right along. Everything is fine. Oh, I see. Don't be on these when they get to the end of their paths or they'll flip. There we go. Oh, I see the bit here. They'll each rise according to the one you're standing on. Unfortunately, I've made the far side one there rise way too much, and I cannot do anything here particularly. So let's reset the whole thing now that I understand the gimmick here. It nearly crushed me. Get me off this crazy thing. Get me out of here. God damn it. I just want to go fast. I was fully expecting like a blade to go across there or some kind of trap to happen while I was slowed down. Oh hey, there's the trap. There's platforms down there. There's also these that are spinning. Oh god! Oh, and I just can't jump sometimes on here, huh? Okay. That's fun, I guess. I'm coming back up. You can't stop me. Like, you might think you can stop me, but you can't. Once again, that's stuff I can do. That's within my wheelhouse. Some of this other stuff boggles the brain. Aha, there's a top to that platform, but I don't want to be on top of it. Whoa there. Ah, I see. We just wait over here and they get sent where I wish to be. There we go. How are you doing? The boss will appear soon. He's pretty strange, so be on your guard. Okay, be seeing you. Oh, one last trap to contend with, it looks like. Well, as I just keep running, though, we're fine. When in doubt, just keep running. He's a frog. He's surrounded by tempura shrimp corners. Flame? Bring flame to frog? Oh, let me guess. I need the green flame. Missed it. Because I have to assume these flames have colors for a reason. No, that still did damage. Oh god, he's got his own tongue, though. Oh, that flame didn't come back yet. Of course, as soon as I left the area, it came back. Missed it. Doing a real great job of not hitting him. There we go. Okay, his attack continues even when he gets hit. Okay, that doesn't reset the fight when I fall in the water, at least. That's kind. Like, it has the potential to reset the fight when I die by falling in the water, but that's a different problem. You get back in the water. I love how I kept tracking him so well and then I completely whiffed the shot when it came time to actually shoot. Way to go, May. Proud of you. Oh, he jumped out. Take note of the fact that there's not health in this fight, by the way, unlike the previous fights. I assume that's going to be a trend going forward, is that they're not going to be just giving you free health all the time anymore. Which makes nothing but sense. Constant free health definitely made these basically free. Oh, you son of a bitch. God damn it. And I missed, too. Great. Everything about that went so well. I think he's in active pursuit of me now. Instead of just kind of hanging around nearby trying to grab me with his tongue. Stop that. He almost got me with the spin move. Ugh, that was closer than I wanted it to be, but we got it. Great, Edo Land clear. A lot less coins that time, because I'm betting they were more hidden than they were before. Now for Toyland. Second to last stage. See how much of a nightmare this gets to be. Ah! Huh. Yeah, you know, that's how you would arrive in Toyland, huh? This is the land of toys, but if you just play around, you won't survive. You can play a training game too. Do you want to give it a try? Yeah, you might teach me something useful. I feel like these are taking more time than they need to. Okay. Okay, that's a little further than it looks. Yeah, you can't actually just jump to those. It looks like you can, but you can't. Thanks, game. Thanks for just making me drop there for some reason. I assume because my tongue technically hit the other wall before I managed to make it over, probably. No, that one went into the wall and it was fine. Who needs consistency anyway? That's for silly people. Oh, of course, why would that breach? Why would that be good enough? Am I crazy, or are some of these training games actually harder than the stages themselves? Which, to a degree, that could be considered good training, because that means you'll be prepared for more than what you're gonna have to do. Ah, game, why must you eat my jump sometimes? That should have been free and clean there, and then just like, nope. What do you mean you wanted to jump there? No, you can't have that. That's considered useful, and that's just not allowed. I'm leaving. I'm not gonna waste my time here. I'm willing to bet there's gonna be a workaround for whatever the actual stage has to offer. So we won't need to do it as exactly as the training room wanted. I have to kill you, don't I? Come on. There we go. Yes, camera. Clearly, I wanted you to spin there. That should have worked, but no. Clearly not. You can definitely tell I'm getting tired and much less patient. Oh, that's a really bad time to get slowed down. Come on. You know, I'm starting to ponder whether these random power-ups are random at all. Because that's entirely too conveniently timed. Progress. Let's go. I figured they were actually random, but it just seemed so entirely convenient. The handful of times we had slowdown show up exactly at the worst time. You can understand the suspicion. Oh, great. Everybody's favorite, a platform that sends them backwards. I mean, there are times where slowdown's not the worst thing. Huh. This sends me back. Clearly I'm missing something. That thus implies that this one actually does something else. Which it does. I just kept jumping off too early. You know, in many ways, I'd rather hear the rather than the slowdown happen. What do you have to do to get a good score on this thing, I wonder? Oh, sorry, did you bring 5 carrots with you? If you didn't bring the carrots, I can't show you the way. There you go. Batteries. It's a door that isn't a door. Okay. Oh, there's the death. Oh great, big head mode when there's blades coming for my throat. That's clearly what I wanted. Oh, those move over. Okay. I feel like I'm wandering into Clockwork Knight. Another game that's on the eventual theoretical list. But I know parts of that game get fucking nasty. So I grew up with that nightmare. I could probably fly over there. I feel like they want me to go up here first for a reason. Ah! Yeah, the reason is getting over the barrier and getting into the crane game. What a very strangely wide hitbox you have there, friends. Oh, hey! There's one of the original models right there. They've got both in here, which is interesting. Claw. No, I was chosen, and I did not make it. Any day now. I'm sorry, what? There's a lot of things that went wrong there. There we go. We did it. Now we're here, I guess. Huh. That didn't do what I was hoping it would. So, guess I'll die. See, that would have been another horrendous time to get the slowdown to happen, and thankfully didn't this time. Yeah, certain moments of, like, precision movement, I could definitely see slowdown actually being somewhat helpful. You'd have better control over where you're moving. It's not often, by any stretch of the imagination, but there's like a count on one hand level of time. No. How the hell? Yeah, you are just meant to just barely make that, I guess. It certainly seems it. That timing seems not great. It's the classic, hey, let's just make it way harder for the US audience for reasons. It happens a lot, and I really don't know if there's any... Huh? You know what? It worked. I'm assuming I'm meant to be up here, so I'll take it. These guys were larger than I expected to be able to pick up, so I just was dodging. Turns out I'm meant to eat these and apply them to the king. I shall turn your army against you, my lord. My bus left without me again. Ow. I'm in a rough neighborhood. I want out of here. I got very nervous because of the block spinning in front of me. Not what I wanted. Made it. Hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here. I got here somehow. I'm not gonna be real with you. Really don't fully understand how I got here. God damn it. Got done in by the delay on that again. Cool. Whoa. Not gonna lie, the stage is a little nonsensical. You must be getting tired by now. To reach the boss, you can use that airplane if you like. Let me heal first. So, are we genuinely, like, about to go to the boss already? I feel like this stage was very short. Yeah, no, this stage was just that short, I guess. Hopefully I don't have to fight the boss in the plane. Yep, obligatory toy robot boss, of course. Beep boop. I'm gonna fuck you up. The ads are coming up here in a second, though, which is gonna present a problem. Ow. Of course you flexed right as I tried to jump over that. Okay, it is just hit him at all, just like the other ones. He's very vulnerable while he's providing ammo. Oh, he's got more than one ammo he gives you, too. Very good. Isn't that nice of him? I caught the cannonball and then hit myself with it. There's, I think, the first death. I don't think we actually got a full death anywhere else in the game so far, so that's actually really nice that we got that far without dying. This was almost a deathless run. Almost. Which would have been very impressive, I think. Let's take a drink. I acknowledge that ads are running, but considering what this fight is, I don't think it's going to be too big a deal to just go ahead and do it while ads are going. Because it's just a lot of him spinning around, shooting things, then spinning around, then shooting things. You're not really going to miss a lot here. Okay, looks like that move does work. Just launching myself over. As long as I don't take too many minion hits like that, we'll be golden. I say as I just take a pile of hits from the minions. Oh, he does multiple cannonballs now. Okay, this might actually start becoming a problem. Yeah, no, we're gonna die again, I think. His pattern's just kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest. Because those arms are really hard to get up and over. Good God, he's sending so many. That's great and awful at the same time. Okay, never mind, he fired enough cannonballs for him to die, so that worked out. That ended up being a little more exciting than I thought it would be, but still. Toyland clear! Congratulations. I'll go ahead and wait before going into the final stage for the ads to be done. I'm assuming Pyramid Land is the end of the game. Unless there's more than 6 stages this time. Which there might be, you never know, we'll find out. Take a moment to stretch while I'm waiting for the ads to run through. Still, all in all, this has been an incredibly productive session. Going in expecting to beat 1 game and more than likely having beaten 3 now. But we will definitely be wrapping after this one because I am tired. Considering, you know, already starting a bit down on sleep to begin with. And then doing this, it makes nothing but sense to not go super long today. You know, it'll be worth it. Drink. And time is almost up. It's 30 more seconds according to the longest of the times. Welcome back from the ads. As you can see, you did miss the end of the fight. It really wasn't anything too remarkable. He just started shooting faster, and then he got shot. And then the fight ended. Now it's time for Pyramid Land. Rabbit seems to be missing. Probably up ahead. Yep, there he is. Interesting that they give you a heart right off the rip. Like, how are you even gonna get hurt there? Phew, it's hot. This Pyramid Land, the final stage. I've had enough of the heat. I'm going home. Oh yes, and why not play a training game too? Pyramid Land is tough, you know. Nah, I'm good. Based on how not that helpful that last training game was, I feel like I don't need to worry about it. Ah. You know, I probably deserved that. Scorpions. Eh, it's fine. As much as I am enjoying this, I am in a hurry to finish this before I get too tired. Oh, god damn it. Case in point, plays like that are why I'm trying to end this sooner rather than later. Because otherwise I'm only gonna do worse things than that. No. Ha. You know, I had invincibility. I probably could just walk through that thing. This is when we find out, hey, invincibility doesn't apply to getting crushed, as it turns out. Which wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. That's some strong current for only a tiny little bit of water. Oh, and wind is back again. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Appreciate what you've done to me. Alright. No messing around, then. No fun allowed. Look at that. What the... I swear this game sometimes. For anybody wondering, no, none of that was how I intended that to happen. I swear to God, this game. Like, I understand why it grabs some of the things that it grabs, but it aggravates me to no end when it decides to grab some of the things that it decides it wants to grab. This just seems like it's needlessly annoying. Okay, now I'm managing to walk against it. Why didn't that work before? Who knows? Probably like a 1 degree difference in angle. Whatever. We're out of there. I'm sure you are all very happy to see me, and I am happy to leave. Goodbye. That is such fucking sabotage! I don't know how any training room would help me when the game is just trolling my ass now. Get me the hell out of here. Did you bring all the carrots? I see you didn't bring them. You'll have to try again. Nah. I'm good. I don't need whatever wonderful place you would take me to. Honestly, you seem kind of creepy, so I don't really know if I wanted to go to whatever wonderful place you were going to take me anyway. Hmm. Strongly dislike what we're doing here. Because this seems like it's going to be really fiddly. Okay. Don't know if that's what they intended to have happen, but it worked. Oh, you son of a bitch. This fucking game. Yeah, sure, I didn't want to take any other action other than falling to my death. Clearly, no, not at all. I just would like to state for the record that half of these falls are because I genuinely have no control anymore. As soon as that tilts a certain amount, you just lose all jumping power. You just cannot jump anymore. It just says, nah, die. You choose not to do things the way we want you to? Fine, perish. There, that's what I was trying to do the entire fucking time, but it was eating some of my inputs halfway through those flips. Good lord. That I'm willing to blame on emulation. But at the same time, it's just really annoying. Da 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 da. I guessed right. I needed to get really high. Whew. Give me that. Oh, come on! Sliding struck again. If I'm honest, I'm just as surprised as all of you probably were that I survived that, by the way. It was also really a great reveal seeing the big head just pop up out of the abyss like that. Ah, this is just hostile. Okay, sure. I mean, honestly, that's where this game's going at this point anyway. That is a hitbox. Oh my god. We're really just doing this now, huh? This is just a thing we're doing. Why do these sound like gunshots when they're landing? By the by. Anyway. Mimics. It's always gotta be mimics. I thought the ghosts were slowing me down. I didn't even notice that I'd gotten the slowdown effect because I was too focused on what I was doing. Okay, this is solid. It just didn't look it. Yep, thanks. Thanks for just not having angles that work here. Okay, I can reach that. Good luck fucking telling that without just reaching and hoping. Oh, this is so rude. I hate it here. I wish to leave. On the one hand, I'm kind of glad they didn't do this in the rest of the game. On the other, I feel like you're not really prepared for this by virtue of the way the rest of the game was working. Because the rest of the game was definitely a lot kinder than anything we're dealing with in here. This final stage kind of is a little bit left field. Like, obviously, you know, it is the last stage. It's obviously going to get more difficult, but there's a certain sense of scale that I feel like might be slightly missing here. Is this the end already? Yeah, right. Time to meet the final boss. If you beat him, come to my home. I'll be waiting for you. This is when the rabbit's the real final boss. Alright, what's your bit? Okay, you're a Sphinx statue inside a barrier. I'm assuming that barrier is going to be relevant. Okay, I can grab the flames. However, here the flames do not pierce the barrier. Oh, that one did. Is it only the purple flames that pierce the barrier, then? Oh, there's multiple colors of flames. Okay. We're doing the multicolored flame thing again, but it wasn't relevant last time. It doesn't seem to be that relevant this time, either. Yeah, no, all the flame colors can go through the barrier so far. Purple phase is kind of rude in terms of trying to get any projectiles out of it. Though it seems like most of these phases you're guaranteed to get hit trying to get any real amount of projectiles out of it. Yeah, sure, that flame is just that tall, I guess. Why not? Not gonna lie, I think I would have rather go back and fight the ghost house boss again. While he was annoying, at least he was not really a threat. This guy's both kind of annoying and a threat. Ah, yeah, exactly, that guy. That's the thing, is it doesn't seem hard in a good way, is the problem. Because this has the same problem of being hard by virtue of just not having openings that much. Because if you just dodge the attack pattern, you're just gonna have to slowly, like, War of Attrition this. And that's just kind of tedious. Because a lot of his attacks really aren't that dangerous unless you're trying to get projectiles out of it. So the real difficulty is just trying to do this anytime this century. Because, like, every one of his attacks are defeated by just casually walking around. Maybe the occasional jump because it comes in at a wacky angle. He really likes that left side, and I don't, because I can't see shit over there. That's like my one weakness in this fight, is if he goes to that left side, because then I have to move the camera around. I suppose I should be thankful that he can't spawn down here at all, because that would be disgusting. I almost got away with that. Okay, now he's changed it up in the second half. Now he's actually become dangerous, because he's not just tracking me and missing. Now he's back to tracking me and missing again. But I don't have the health, probably, to finish this at this point. Because invariably he's going to clip me with a couple more flames because of sheer volume of fire. Wait, literally, yep. Doesn't help that they have a hitbox that's taller than the flame. Like, it's not taller by a lot, but it's taller by just enough. Yep, I knew I was gonna land on one of the flames there. Buckle up. We're gonna be in for an exciting time refighting this thing with its exciting and exhilarating pattern. Like, I can't say that it's bad, but it's just genuinely, like I said, is just not exciting. And of course, you know, everybody's favorite thing when your attack gets parried by their attack. Okay, that has actually become a much better attack for picking up projectiles from, when he's not actually aiming it directly at me. Meanwhile, this one still sucks dicks to try to get any projectiles out of. But I, being the impatient fool that I am, still try. Because I just want to be done with this fight at this point, because like I said, it's just not a very interesting fight. Also doesn't help that unless you just happen to know how many flames he spits, you can't guarantee that he's not just going to resume spitting as soon as you finish hitting him. Thanks to the way this game's camera is, I can't maintain perspective well enough to be able to tell where these flames are half the time either. I'm not about to sit here and try to fiddle fuck the camera around every time this fight starts if there's a better angle. I would have to reset it on every try. And there really isn't a better angle. There's only in or out, which out is slightly better. Like, I get what they were trying to go for with the movement momentum, but the fact that you just cannot move at any real speed right after picking things up makes this fight way more difficult than it needs to be. Like, him being up on a ledge is fine. That at least makes me have to put in effort shooting, so that's completely fine. Like, I would say that's the one aspect of this that's different than the other fights that I'm fine with. You can definitely see the impatience coming through with how I'm moving at this point. I'm being a lot more needlessly aggressive, which is making this take longer, don't get me wrong. I fully understand that. Unfortunately, I do not have full control over my impatience. That is a weakness of mine. Especially when I have to repeat something as many times as we already have with this. The control very, very heavily starts slipping. Like, I am usually at my best in the first couple tries of a fight, as compared to somebody who will figure out the pattern by repetition. I usually pick the thing up fast, but I don't always execute properly, so I end up driving myself bug shit redoing the thing instead. Especially when my attacks just get blocked because he just is a constant spray of bullets. Which I'm sure the spraying he's doing is great if you can get the timing down right to just pick the damn ammo up at the exact right time. Got him. You see, part of the problem is as well, if I try to jump right out of picking things up, it just has no momentum, so you just jump straight up in the air and just land on the flame if you didn't clean up. It's just so annoying. Thank you, thank you. That's another game done. That's 3 for the day. Again, both Chameleon twists are in the books. I feel like that game needed a different final boss. I don't entirely know what it would have been, but I think most of the other bosses were actually more interesting than the Sphinx. I feel like they had more going on. As a whole, I do think I actually like this one more than the first game. This is what I talked about before about the platforming feeling better. Because it feels tighter and faster, which is what I like. But I could see reasoning in either direction why someone would prefer one over the other. There's a case for either of them. Still, that is now 4 for July, and we are officially at our 30th game. As long as these numbers are correct, and I will check while the credits roll. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I was actually off by 1. The last game was 30, and we are now at 31. So there's a miscount somewhere in here that I'll have to go find later. I am glad to have gone back and finally beaten these games. Well, I say finally beaten these games. More accurately, finally beaten the first game and played this one for the first time. And Battle Tanks, well, Battle Tanks was there. It was alright. How did you like this world? Fun, huh? Well, some of it was. Not all of it. And come back and play again sometime. I'll be waiting. Oof. Ah. I feel like we could have arrived better than this, but you know, at least we still have our umbrella. Yeah, I would have that expression too at a time like this. That was a lot. Just like, what the hell just happened? Pyramid Land clear. Congratulations. Finn, thanks for playing Chameleon Twist 2. Loop it back to title screen. Yeah, go ahead and save data. Why not? Meow. I'm just looping it back to titles so that we have music while I pick us out a raid target. Since, like I said, that is enough for me for today. That is 5.5 hours of gameplay. That's pretty good. Part of me had anticipated needing to go longer to finish even 2 games today, and lo and behold, here in 5.5 hours we beat 3. Sometimes things just work out. Gotta unroll the long list of who's doing what, and then we'll figure it out from there. We have a lot of choices, so this is going to take me a solid second to figure out which one to choose from here. So bear with me on that. But a reminder about the upcoming schedule while I'm making these decisions. Tomorrow is nothing because tomorrow is Sunday. Monday, we're theoretically starting Final Fantasy IV, finally. It's probably going to be the Super Nintendo version, but I need to double check a few things and make sure of a couple things before the version is fully committed there. Then Tuesday we continue Dark Souls 3. I'll be doing some prep in between, probably tomorrow or tonight for that, considering we do clearly need to get stronger to continue in that. Just let me double check a thing. Ow. Just leaving very, very old group chats. I was like, wait, what? Why is this up here now? Because I was the only one left in it. Let's see. What was I doing? There was something else I wanted to look at before I continued that thought. Okay, yeah. I was double checking whether it was Thursday for the Super Battle Golf. That is exactly what it is. And it's looking to be roughly normal time. Oh, that's slightly weird. I was just looking at things for the archipelago I'm in. For those who have missed out on all of that because I've not been streaming progress on the archipelago anymore, quite literally there is a whole one thing left I need to do to beat what's left of my seed for the Dragon Pelago. And it's literally, I'm just waiting for one stone to finish Final Fantasy Tactics because I need access to the final battle, and then that's done. That's just where that's at. But yeah, Friday, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Saturday, similar case. Might just end up pulling together another list of things I might be able to beat in one go and go from there. because the only thing I had left out of the pool for today... Actually, no, I did grab new things for today. I had Jetsons Invasion of the Planet Pirates as a potential option, Death Jr. for the PSP, James Bond 007 for the Game Boy, Tiny Bullets for the PlayStation, and then Kingsley's Adventure for the PlayStation were all the remaining options. Those may come up, not tomorrow, next week, on next Saturday potentially, or I may just pull some other option completely out of the ether. It's hard to say what'll end up happening, because it's going to be very much a it depends on how I'm feeling scenario there. I'm going to knock off the audio for a second so I can take a look at where people are and what they're doing at this exact moment. They're a solid way in. They may not be going much longer than not going over there, because I have no interest in what they're doing right now. Sentence like that is suspicious. Yeah, that's about what I figured. I'm gonna give the ads there a second to finish so I can get a good look at what's going on there, and then we might go there. Yeah, it's not saying they're ending soon, so you know what? Why not? Why not go somewhere new today? But then again, I do see another option. Tell you what, I'm gonna flip a coin, and that'll determine where we're going. Because I do have someone I do like to raid that I don't get to raid very often on right now, so I will let the universe decide. Do we go somewhere new, or do we support a friend? The coin has decided to support a friend. Alright, there you go. We'll go see Smori, who's about to be playing Overwatch when she's done doing her intro bits, because it's that early on in her stream. Why not help get a friend off to a good start, shall we? So, thank you all so much for taking the time to be here. Like I said, we'll be back on Monday with whichever of the two ideas I decide to follow through on, / whatever version of Final Fantasy IV we get to. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. Be good to Smori, she's good people, and I will see you on Monday. Good night, everybody.